Have you seen this picture? I know it reminds you of a certain face, someone it's a very familiar picture. Well, this is Martin Luther King Jr. In this video, we'll be sharing with you 10 facts about Martin Luther King Jr. What we do is to dig deep into research and bring out, as a matter of fact, what will be important to you historical wise. 10 facts about Martin Luther King Jr. Number 1, Martin Luther King Jr. was born in the United States of America to African American parents. At birth, he was named Michael King, but his father later changed his name to Martin Luther King Jr. Number 2, when Martin Luther King was growing up, life was hard for African Americans. The southern United States operated under the Jim Crow laws that kept black and white people separated in what was called segregation. Black people had different schools, toilets, and even sections of the bus to white people. They were also denied the right to vote in elections. That was high-level segregation in the United States of America as at then. Number 3, Martin Luther King had his first experience of segregation at just 6 years old, when he was told he wasn't allowed to play with a white friend anymore. His friend's father wouldn't allow it. Just because he was black, he was not allowed to play with his white friend because his friend's father disallowed such association. Fact number 4 about Martin Luther King Jr. His first major role in the civil rights movement came in 1955 after an African American lady, Rosa Parks, was arrested for refusing to give up her seat to a white man on a bus. This sparked outrage in the African American community, and Martin helped organize a boycott of the city's buses. After 381 days of protest, a court finally ruled that such segregation laws should no longer be recognized. What an effort! After the arrest of Rosa Parks for refusing to give up a seat to a white person, Martin Luther King Jr. moved in full force into civil rights movement. That's some facts. Number 5, Martins was a great believer in peaceful protest. Inspired by the Indian activist Mahatma Gandhi, his protests used no violent tactics, even when the protesters themselves were met with violence from the police. Wow, what a peaceful movement. Fact number 6, in 1963, Martins gave his famous I Have a Dream speech at a famous rally named March on Washington. Over 250,000 people gathered in the country's capital to hear Martins and other activists speak about the importance of civil rights. It has become one of the most famous speeches in history and focuses on Martins' dreams of a society where black people and white people live together in harmony. Number 7, in 1964, 99 years after the abolition of slavery, the Civil Rights Act was passed, outlawing racial segregation and discrimination in the United States of America. Fact number 8, in October 1964, Martin won the Nobel Peace Prize. He was told over the phone whilst he was in bed suffering from exhaustion. It had been a long, hard fight for civil rights. Wow, what an activist. Fact number 9, tragically, Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in 1968. Come on, what a tragedy. He was assassinated in 1968 in Tennessee, where he had given a speech the day before. He was standing on the balcony of his hotel when he was shot. James Earl Ray was convicted of his murder and spent the rest of his life in prison. Despite claiming to be innocent, James died in 1998. And number 10, Martin Luther King Jr. is remembered for his tireless work during the civil rights movement and his dream that one day everyone will be treated as equals. A statue built in his memory now stands in Washington, D.C., and each year, the third Monday in January is celebrated as Martin Luther King Jr. Day, an American federal holiday. Wow, this man wrote his name in the sands of time by making sure that the civil rights movement gave birth to an America of equal rights. This is much you can take on 10 amazing facts about Martin Luther King Jr. Kindly share this video to all social media platforms and to at least 10 of your WhatsApp contacts, and most importantly, make sure you are reading. Bye for now.